inside the United Nations headquarters, because that is an altar that is used for sacrifice. Take a look at what's going on, where your world leaders assemble and, of course, conspire with one another, ultimately for humanity's demise.
United Nations headquarters, which was built in 1945 and financed largely by John D. Rockefeller. Inside UN headquarters is an ominous meditation room. The custodian of the meditation room is Lucis Trust Company. At one time, the Lucis Trust was located at 666 United Nations Plaza and was formerly named Lucifer Publishing Company. The Rockefeller-funded UN Meditation Room is 33 feet long and 18 feet wide. 18 feet is 6 plus 6 plus 6. The small, dimly lit, windowless room was built in the shape of a pyramid that is laying on its side. At the center of the room is a 4-foot-high, black, casket-shaped stone slab, which weighs 6.5 tons and is extremely magnetic and rests on a concrete pillar. The pillar descends beneath the floor into the bedrock and taps into the Earth's hyperdimensional energies to induce a state of altered consciousness. Not far from the meditation room is the United Nations Security Council chamber. This is the emergency room of the UN, where the world leaders meet when there is a threat to peace. They decide the fate of nations. Notice the giant mural that towers over the Security Council room. The central focus of the UN mural is the phoenix bird that has risen. The phoenix bird is a symbol of Lucifer. Egyptians believed that the phoenix symbolized a god who rose to heaven in the form of a morning star like Lucifer after his fire immolation of death and rebirth. Notice that the phoenix bird is not standing above his own ashes. He is standing above his old skin. Like a snake, he has shed his old skin and is revealing himself as God at the center of the mural. At the top left, there is a church steeple without a cross. The missing cross symbolizes the death of Christianity. Below, a woman receives the rays of the sun god, while the man in front of her plays Pan's flute. To their right are two pyramid symbols and people joined together by a long blue serpent-like claw. Below the risen phoenix, a sword is driven through a dragon beast. This represents the killing of old beliefs and religions that depicted Lucifer as a beast. The New World religion worships him as beautiful. Behind the phoenix, the ghostly figures of the walking dead are stepping into a void. They symbolize depopulation. On the right panel, the pale horse from the book of Revelation is the bringer of death to humanity through weapons, hunger, and disease. The man is releasing him. The chained black man represents slavery, while the top panel of the mural shows a technologically advanced white race who control industry, art, and science. In this post-apocalyptic mural, the military man standing on the tail of the beast represents worldwide military power. He tips his helmet to the elite, who are climbing out from underground cities where they safely hid from the apocalypse. In the main oval panel above the phoenix bird, a woman is holding flowers. She is the bride in a wedding ceremony. The serpent in human form is tempting the little girl Eve, who accepts the apple. On the right side of the top panel, a reptilian green creature with scaly skin is dancing with a naked woman while musicians entertain him. The general message of the UN's Phoenix Rising mural is that humanity is stepping into a new Luciferic reality. Beneath this disturbingly prophetic mural World leaders make global decisions that affect the lives of nearly 7 billion people.
So this is stuff that's happening right in front of our faces, where not only are they using symbology like the numerology inside of this building, but also even using that leopard beast sitting out front of the United Nations that they so arrogantly displayed, not thinking it would get much backlash from conservative Christians, because most conservative Christians don't pay attention to the book of Revelation, or in fact that mural that is inside of the United Nations, which of course reminds a lot of people out there, I'm sure, of the Denver airport or some of the other murals that we've seen and broken down over the years. In fact, even that mural that is on display at the World Economic Forum, which always has this common theme of a rebirth and a phoenix rising, as well as the common theme of destruction and chaos that is to come. So Alice Bailey wrote in the externalization of the hierarchy this plan that was in place that would culminate in the year 2025 with a changing of the guard, so to speak. And I think a lot of people out there can feel it. We all know that Agenda 2030 is near, but they also told us that Agenda 2030 was being accelerated to the year 2025. And here we are in 2025. And Alice Bailey's direct connection to the United Nations, as well as to Aleister Crowley and Madame Blavatsky, another witch, and the ageless wisdom that they claim to have taught, which is nothing more than the normalization of things like feminism, the divine feminism, and witchcraft in our society. We could see it all around us. We could see the effects of Alice Bailey's teachings around us. It's like we could see the effects of Aleister Crowley